Hi guys, so I'm doing a requested pick a card today. Just going to close this curtain a little bit. I think it's a third party situation card reading, and it's to do with how they feel about the person that they're with versus you as the third party. And for each pile, we're going to pick a few cards out of each deck. I'm going to shuffle on camera because I'm tired of people accusing me of pre-shuffling or pre-picking the cards. Like, that's even something I've got time for. If anybody wants a personal reading, the details are in the description below. And you can have a reading about just about anything. I'm not going to judge you. You know, your situation is your situation and it's nothing to do with me. And well, except for the reading, of course, but I'm not going to judge you based on what your life is or isn't. That's the point I'm trying to make. Right, so you're going to decide whether you're going to pick pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. So we're going to do a reading with, I think I said I was going to do a mixture of these cards, but I meant I'm actually going to read each deck. So you pick a deck, and then we'll get on with the reading. So, for those who picked deck 1, this is going to be your reading for your third party situation and what they feel about their current partner versus what they feel about you. Is there any... Right, okay. No, don't do that. Not yet. I'll get accused of stuff. Right, this one. And what else? Shuffle again. Okie dokie. Right. I always take what I'm guided to take as well. I know some people only take the ones that fall out, but that can sometimes take whatever. We'll take that as well. Okay. Let's see what you've got. Right, we've got the Star, Messenger of Water, we've got the Magician, the Eight of Water, the Six of Air, and the Ace of Air. Okay, this is the good tarot, in case anybody's wondering. Okay, so how do they feel about you versus the person they're actually with in this third party situation? I'm immediately getting the energy of an older person, somebody that's older than you. They feel like you were some kind of wish come true. It's almost like they feel like they manifested you. And their third party, I feel like it could involve children or some kind of assets, like financial assets, like they've maybe got a lot of property with this person and, you know, sort of splitting up with them would be detrimental, at least to begin with anyway. But what they feel about the other person, the person they're actually with officially, is that they want to move away from them. They feel like they've been through a turbulent time with this person, right? If they've told you that this person, they don't love them, that they're only staying for the kids, they're only staying because they've got blah 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 in their life with this person, whatever the situation happens to be, it's true, right? They're not bullshitting you. They're not giving you, you know, tidbits of words just to keep you there. A lot of men do that, but I'm not getting this vibe here. I'm getting a vibe that they want to move away, but they've got to do it carefully. It's like they're waiting for something to happen where they can just go, or their ships to come in, their cups to be full, their treasure chest to be filled up. It's like they want to get the best out of it, and they can only do that by being careful. And this person's very grounded, and probably quite stable, just, yeah, they feel like they want to move away from the person they're with because they've got a lot of feelings and emotions towards you. It's like, in this image, the thing I'm getting in my mind just now is, like, they see you like this delicate little seahorse here. You might be a really feminine person. You might be a really unusual person, or a very, just a different to what they're used to. And I feel like you're younger as well. And I think they manifested you somehow. And you're just like the light at the end of the tunnel, like you're the reason why they want to do this. But they want to do it in a grounded way that doesn't take too much from them. And what they want at least is to be coming away from this other person equal. But I guess if they were to find out about like the third party thing, that could cause them trouble. In a court of law, that could cause them a lot of trouble. You might be really creative, and they might be really creative as well. They might be deeply spiritual. You might be deeply spiritual. Could also be a water sign. But there could also be air and earth placements as well. I wonder. I think they think about you when they're not with you. Like they're constantly thinking about you and what you're thinking. Like, do you believe them? Are you willing to wait? It's like maybe you don't get to see each other that often in the third party situation, but it's like they just want you to know. It's like the phrase I'm getting is like I'm grateful that you're in my life. Or that they're grateful that someone like them has an opportunity with someone like you, because they might be older and you might be younger, and they're thinking like they thought they would never have an opportunity like that to be with, because maybe they feel old, even if they're not even that old. They could just feel, because they're older than you, like, they're not maybe the best of a younger crowd that you might hang around with. Even if they're only in their 40s and you're in their 30s, you're in your 30s, they might still feel like, even if there's only a 10-year age gap or so, or I'm getting up to 18 as well, but it could be less or more as well, because this is like a general reading, of course. But then, yeah, like they want to be with you, but they have got to be careful with how they get away from the other person, because I think they're probably married to them as well. They want to be the stable one. They want to come towards you in a way that isn't haphazard, or where they get less than the other person. They've got to do it properly. And if there's kids involved, they want to make sure that it leaves them as unaffected as possible. Because although they're not happy with the person that they're with, their kids matter to them. And so it's a case of knowing that they're not any good to their kids if they're still with this person, but knowing that if they do it the wrong way, they could also ruin their kids' lives. So you might be feeling frustrated with this person, and they might know you're frustrated with them, but they need you to know that you're everything to them. So I hope that helps for pile 1. So, yay. So if anybody wants a private reading, the details are in the description. But now we shall move on to pile 2. So pile 2, if anybody wants a private reading, you can find the details in the description below. This is the Everyday Witch Tarot, which I finally got hold of because it was out of stock every time I looked for it on Amazon. It was ridiculous. But now I've got it and I'm so happy. Oh! Right, so what's your third party going on with? Let's have a look. Back card, which one? This one? That one? This one? Right. Right. Both. Right. Well, that's a lot more cards than the first pile got. I'm just allowing as many cards to come out as need to for each pile. Right, we've got the Moon, the Ten of Pentacles, okay. Eight of Cups, the Three of Swords, ooh. Knight of Wands, Five of Pentacles, the Tower, the Seven of Swords, okay, Deception, Six of Cups, Two of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so there's a lot of swords energy here then. So, in this third party situation, you versus the other person that they're currently officially with, you know, even if only in the physical, or on paper or whatever. I feel like I feel like this person is actually has feelings for both parties, you and the other person. And I know that's not going to be what you want to hear. But I'm not going to bullshit. Right? Sometimes that upsets people when you don't just tell them what they want to hear, because that's not how I read at all. Even in private readings, if you ask me a question and I get a different answer to what you want or are expecting, that's not, you know, you've got to hear it. It's better that you're prepared than not at all. But I feel like they're in love with both of you, and they don't know what to do about it, and they're hiding it from both parties. Like the person they're with doesn't know that they're seeing someone else, because if they did, it would destroy them. But then they're telling you that they don't love the other person, but they do, in one way or another. Maybe that might be the mother of their children, or somebody that helped them get out of a hard time when they first met them, you know, 10 or 20 years ago. Because they know that to come forward to you, like in this version of the Eight of Cups, there's all this stuff, this nice stuff they've built up before, but they've turned their back and they're walking away. It's like this is what they think about doing, but it's really emotional for them to think about leaving this happy family thing that they've got going on. And it's completely secret. They've got two lives. They're two different people. Like with you, they're a different person. Maybe with you, they feel like they're younger. And with the other person, they feel like they're older. They're back to their normal self. It's like you just give them this youth. But I feel like they've told you that they are not in love with this person, but I believe that they are still, and they don't want to hurt them. But they do think about walking away as well. But it might only be the love, as in like a love of a person who's the mother of their children or something, but I feel like they've got a stable family unit already. Now this Knight of Wands, you can see that he's tired, even his cat's tired. He's been fighting all these thoughts and feelings in this dragon here, and this passion and desire that he feels for both people, and it's exhausted him. Because he doesn't know what to do about it. It's getting too much. Might even be struggling. You might be seeing less of them at the moment as well, or they're making plans and cancelling. And then we've got the Five of Pentacles. This person does feel... This person is stable. They're like in this house. This is like that, right? They're in this lovely house, nice and warm, and you're outside in the cold. Looking in. Trying to work out what to do. Because they're busy with their family. That's what that feels like to me. But they know that if they walked away, there would be this tower moment, and there would have to be these new beginnings. But I feel like this person is not being completely honest to either you or their current person. Might be somebody that you knew in the past. Could be a twin flame. I know some people don't like labels, but it could be twin flame connection or some kind of higher connection, which tends to be a little bit turbulent. You might feel that you're just throwing shots in the dark here. You know? where you don't know whether you're coming or going. It's like one minute they really love you, the one minute they're giving you all the attention, and the next minute they don't give a flying fuck. Certainly how it seems, anyway. And you are kind of getting tired of it and would like to cut through all the bullshit and just ask them to make a decision. You know? So I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but I feel like there's somebody here who's being deceptive, but it's not necessarily in a bad way. It's deceptive as in they don't want to hurt anybody. And it's not that they haven't thought about leaving this, it's just that when they do, they get really emotional about it. And then think about what would happen to the other person if they left. Like, the bed would be empty, the home would be empty, this person would be distraught, ruined, and he'd be tired, he doesn't like leaving you out in the cold, but he wants you to know that, you know, it's hard to make the choice, especially because they've been with this person for a while. And it's hard to let go of what you know and what's familiar, even when it no longer serves you. But yeah, there's a lot of creeping around, and I don't think that the person they're with knows about you. Because you're the tower. You're the tower moment. And there's going to come a time where this person... Because we've got the 8 of Cups and the 6 of Cups, so I feel like the 7 of Cups, which is choices to make and other options or whatever, or options to choose from, they haven't reached that stage yet where they've really got to make a decision, but that might come if you basically say, right, that's it, I'm gone. I can't be bothered with this anymore. It's like you're always telling me that we're going to meet up, but we never do, or when we do meet up, you're just distant and quiet. It's like you don't want to be there. But really it's because they're stuck in their head about what to do, because they love both of you. But again, I feel like this love is just because they've got a family with this person. And the love that they have with them is just mature. The love they have with you is youthful, young, new, fresh, makes them feel alive. Yeah. So I hope that helps for some of you guys. This is a general reading, but just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If anybody wants a private reading, the details are, as always, in the description. And we will move on to pile number 3. 3. It's not 2, it's 3. So this is pile 3. If anybody wants a reading with me, private reading, the details are in the description, as always. This is the Enchanted Map Oracle that we're using for pile 3, so if you chose this is your reading. Let me shuffle again. Right. Shuffle again. What? You want me to take all of them? Okay. Right, shuffle again. Right, if there's anything else to come out, let it come out in the next shuffle. Which one? Right. And that one as well? Right, okay. Smashing. Ghostlands. Wizard of Awareness, Gentle Gardener, Come Together, Magical Map Shifter, okay. We have Metamorphosis, Encouragement, Into the Unknown, and Rock Bottom. Okay. I feel like this person does not love the person that they're with. They love you. They want to be with you. And the reason that I think that is because with the Ghostlands, now I don't necessarily read the traditional meanings, right? I read what the vibes say as well as other things like numbers and the overall images and things like that. So bear with me. It's always served me right, so I'm going to carry on doing it. But this person feels like their current relationship that they're officially in is dead with the Ghostlands. It's just barren. It's almost at an end as well. It's just fading into the ether. They've grown apart, but they're just together for the sake of it, basically. Okay, so the Wizard of Awareness. Like, he's aware of what he feels towards you, alright? He knows that this has ended with his current partner. And he's trying to make a choice. But he's trying to do it in a way that doesn't hurt anybody. You and them. Even though he doesn't want to be this person with this person anymore, he doesn't want to hurt them either. And that's fair enough, because if you've ever truly loved somebody, you don't want to hurt them even when the worst happens. Like divorce or whatever, you know? Or splitting up with the person. Ugh, I'm getting blinded by the sun, sorry. Because they want to come together with you. But at this moment, there's a lot of to-ing and fro-ing and deception, or burying their head in the sand, because they have choices to make. There's a lot of choices that they need to make, but they're not doing it. They might be helping you along your path, they might be encouraging you. I feel like they might be older than you as well. And they've got to come away from this person carefully, because they've got a lot of material possessions that could end up, they could be ending up worse off if they don't do it properly. They want to come out of it equal. This is like pile 1 actually. So if you pick, pile 3, you might want to watch pile 1 as well. Because then we've got the Metamorphosis card. They feel like they've come to a new beginning, a new chance, a new start. It's like, if this can happen to me, you know, like, it's unbelievable. They've been at rock bottom for a long time and they haven't known where to go or what to do. And they maybe have been depressed and anxious and stuff like that. Because of how they feel and where they want to go in life. It's like because they're older than you, potentially, or you're older than them, whichever way that applies. They maybe thought they were past meeting anybody, or past having a good time, or being able to feel the feelings of love and newness and fresh beginnings and starts and changing and becoming a better person. They thought they were past all that. That wasn't for them anymore, you know? Or to even meet somebody was beyond them now. Because even no matter what age they are, it's, you know, it depends on your life experiences as well. So they've been lost for a long time. But they might be gentle and nurturing towards you because they know what it's like to be sad and alone and not knowing what to do or where to go or have no encouragement. They might be a really gentle and nice person towards you. But they do want to come together with you, but they need to do it carefully, just like with pile 1. Yeah, that's all I'm feeling for this pile, I'm afraid, but I hope that helped some of you guys. So if anybody does want a private reading, you can find the details in the description box below. and I will see you in the next video. Ciao for now!